Hello, welcome to Heart and Friends. I am Heart. Today, I figured I'd talk about myself. Well, character mainly. Just how she came about, like the idea, all that fun stuff. I figured I'm going to do this for all of my characters that have a fursuit currently. I might eventually make a video where I talk about the rest of my characters, but for now it's just going to be my characters with fursuits. So, for this video, I'm going to talk about Heart. Now, Heart was first created, I want to say about mid-April in 2013, but I didn't consider myself a furry. She was just a furry character. I just kind of made her for fun. I didn't really label myself as a furry, but I considered her a furry character. She's not the first furry character that I've had. Well, I don't want to label it as a furry, just like an animal type character. The first character I actually had was she was a wolf, but she's a werewolf now, Firefang. If you know Firefang, she's currently my werewolf, but before she was a normal wolf, and I think she was just all red, really. That's like old stuff. I don't know when she was first created, but I'll talk about her in a later video. But that was just to note that she was my first kind of animal type character. And then she kind of faded away, and I never really brought her back until recently. But when I made Heart, I couldn't decide on what to make her. I couldn't decide on a wolf or a dragon, because I like wolves and I like dragons. So it was kind of hard to choose. So I kind of put them together. I just kind of mixed them up in a blender, and that's what I got. Not really, I didn't put it in a blender, that'd be horrible. But that's really why she's a wolf dragon and not just one thing and then the other. She's more wolf than dragon, though. She has like the body of a wolf with like just parts of a dragon, like horns, wings, spikies, all that fun stuff. So that's why she's a wolf dragon, because I couldn't really decide. Why on the name Heart, I still don't really know to this day. Tell you the truth, I don't really know. It was just kind of a random name that I thought up, because she wears a collar around her neck with a little heart pendant. So I was like, I'll just name it Heart, and it'll just be like a set name for now until I think of something better. And I never did. So it just kind of stuck. The name Heart, though, now, I realize that I feel like it's a really good representation of myself, since me and Heart are both the same, basically. Kind, loving, affectionate, all that kind of fun stuff that makes me me. I mean, I always try to see like the good side of people more than the bad. I was like, oh yeah, that's a good person. And then later on I realized that they're a really big asshole. And that's when I'm like, well, I'm not dealing with that person anymore. So yeah, she's like me. I mean, she likes video games, likes watching movies, likes going out, likes traveling, likes to eat pizza. I love pizza. And Chinese food. I love my lo mein. Like, it's the end of the world. I need my lo mein Chinese food. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Myself, I didn't really label myself as a furry until 2 years later in 2015. That's when I actually labeled myself as a furry. It was at a popular anime convention that's down in Pittsburgh called Techo. I went there with a few of my friends, and I walked around, and I noticed these people walking around in really cute suits, and I'm like, oh, well, I knew they were furries, but that's really what I know that's kind of lame, but that's really what drawed me in at first, was the fursuits. They were cute, they were fluffy, you're basically like big stuffed animals in a way. And then I'm like wondering to myself, how do they make those things? How do you go about making a fursuit? So the weekend, I want to say the weekend after, maybe the weekend, another weekend before, I looked into how to make a fursuit, because I really wanted to make Heart. I really wanted to make her alive more than I already was, because I used to walk around with ears and inflatable wings and a tail, and that's really all I had. But I really wanted to bring her out. I wanted to actually show her to the world. So I looked into making a fursuit. And I watched somebody called Moon Boots on YouTube. I can leave a link for them in the description. They really showed me how to make a fursuit, how to make Heart's head, her old head. That's who I followed first on how to make basically everything. At least it was a start. It was like at least a starting point. And then when she was all done, and I was kind of into the community a little more, it wasn't more about the suits. It was about the art. It was about the people. It was about all the friends I was making. I was literally making so many friends that I didn't know what to do with them. And I still do. I mean, I have so many friends now, and it's just amazing. The community itself, I feel like it's opened me up a bit more. Definitely. I mean, as my parents like to say, I could be doing worse. I could be doing drugs. I could be having 4 kids right now with some random dudes, you know, all that crazy stuff. I'm not going to get to it. But, I mean, I feel like it's like the best thing that's happened to myself, truly. Because, I mean, it's really hard to explain. I mean, I just feel like a better person with fur. I mean, I just love the art and all that crazy stuff. Like, the art is really what gets me, and that's where a lot of my money goes, unfortunately, is to art, which is a bad thing. Well, it's not a bad thing, but I spend a lot of my paycheck on art, which I shouldn't do. But it's just amazing seeing all the beautiful stuff these people can make. But as for talking about Heart herself, I don't really think I have anything really else to say. Except for, like, how she came about, and what is she, and why she is who she is. I mean, if you guys have any other questions for just Heart, then you can leave them, and maybe I'll make another video about it. I'll do like a Q&A kind of video. I'll do a Heart Q&A. So I guess if you have any questions about her, I'll go ahead and answer them. I'll make a little video for it and answer those questions for you. But other than that, I don't have anything else to talk about. So, with that in mind, I will bid you adieu, and then I will see you guys next time.